Hi guys, welcome to this short video about Dogecoin. Yeah, I also decided to make a quick video about Dogecoin, if it's still recommended to buy or to sell or whatever. So this is my thought about Dogecoin at the moment. Yeah, the reason why I wanted to make this video, I have read a couple of articles about Dogecoin and I've seen a couple of videos from other YouTubers about Dogecoin, and they have been talking a lot about price action, and but they have been missing out on at least two really important things, and I just wanted to cover this. So make sure that you're watching till the end of the video to not miss on these two really important topics. And this is definitely not professional financial advice. It's just me talking as a normal dude on the internet. But I have quite some experience with cryptocurrencies since 2017, so I think I can still help you a little bit with if to buy or not. So everybody knows, of course, there has been a huge hype in the past, and if you want to read about the whole story, it's a good page to start with, coindesk.com/crypto/Dogecoin, and there's a lot about the history, how this thing started. I mean, it's originally actually a fork from Bitcoin. It has been forked into I think Litecoin, then Lucky Coin, then into Dogecoin, something like that, if I remember this correctly. And there's some things, really important things about the network and monetary policy and what you have to know. I mean, it was originally designed to be capped at 100 billion coins, and this is usually what happens with, or is the case with, most of the top cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most of these things which you see here on top, Cardano and other things, they have their limit, and that's one of the big things why people are in cryptocurrency, because they have their limit. You can click on that if you don't know. I mean, that's coinmarketcap.com, and number one is still Bitcoin, despite the fact that Dogecoin has been soaring like crazy. So if you click on that, and you should get, or you should see the maximum supply. Here we have it for Bitcoin, 21 million, and you can be sure it will always be 21 million. It's the most secure network. I mean, it's the most reliable thing, and it has been trusted since many years. And these are the reasons why not only normal people like you and me are investing into Bitcoin, but also institutions. Everybody's relying on that, and everybody knows this max supply will never ever be changed. Don't expect same thing as with Dogecoins, like that the developer come and say, oh, tomorrow let's open that, let's make it 200 million or whatever. So originally Bitcoin has been created as one of the biggest anti-inflation tools, like financial anti-inflation tools, that's the reason why people are investing. I mean, of course, there are also many other reasons why, as I already told you, like stability and reliability and hack proof and safe and all those things, but the max supply is really important. But the Doge developers, they have decided in 2014 to lift this thing up, and that was definitely, I would say, definitely a bad decision. And so you can see you cannot really rely on this thing. I mean, at the beginning, most people just said it's a joke. I mean, it was actually invented or created as a joke. I mean, the question is then, can a joke turn into something really? Of course. I mean, there's no certain value of like a cryptocurrency. It's always the value which people assign, and it's always based on demand and how much buying and how much selling pressure we have. We can even have the biggest scam coin and have the biggest value if as long as people are trusting this enough and investing enough money, it can go up like crazy. And Dogecoin obviously did to a certain point. I mean, we can still see this thing here after 2014. Yeah, they removed limit, which hurt a little bit, but then in the last bull run it was already up, and here it started with this TikTok thing and Wall Street bets and whatever, and so it went up to crazy highs. But the question is then, how high can it really go? I mean, it failed to climb up to $1. Everybody was expecting $1 at the Saturday night show with Elon Musk, and yeah, it failed somehow, and now it's going down. Will it go down to zero? No, of course it won't. Of course, at the moment there's a little bit of down pressure, but I'm pretty sure there will be some up movement as well in the future. The question is then, how much? Will it go to $1? Will it go to $10? So this is my opinion on that. Let's look at the market cap at the moment, and when we are talking about $1, of course, then it would be more than 100 billions. I mean, we are not talking about millions, we are talking about billions. It would be more than 100 billions. And especially, let's say some people are still saying, yeah, it goes to $10, then it would be 1 trillion. 1 trillion, that's the Bitcoin, that's the total market cap of Bitcoin. Some people are saying, yeah, okay, market cap means so much money has been invested. No, that's not the case, of course. I mean, it's the same thing as with stocks. Not all the dollars which you see in the market cap are real cash dollars. And based on some research on large companies, only about let's say 5% or 1/20th of the whole thing is cash. But still, when we are talking about 1 trillion, then about 50 billions would be cash. So also for Dogecoin, if it goes to $10, or for making this thing a $10 coin, 50 billion in cash would have to be spent or invested into Dogecoin. And the thing is, I mean, some private people like you and me can invest into Dogecoin, or could be willing to invest into Dogecoin, but institutions like big companies or so, they are probably never going to invest into Dogecoin, maybe except from Tesla or so, which will invest maybe just like for fun a little bit, and that they can say we have invested into Dogecoin. But even Elon Musk would have a hard time to convince his board members to invest some of the cash which they have for Tesla invest into Dogecoin. I mean, this would be a hard challenge to convince them. So this can be really difficult. You can see, as long as cryptocurrency has a low market cap, it doesn't require so much money to go up, but the higher they get, the more money it needs. And you can see, I mean, it's not a low volume coin. At some point, Dogecoin has had even more volume than Bitcoin. It has dropped quite a bit, but it's still very high. It has still 17 billion of volume, 24-hour volume. So you cannot just increase the price by investing a little bit, a couple of millions or so. This has to be real big volume. So even if somebody wants to manipulate like Wall Street bets or even like TikToks or so, then it needs still quite a bit. And now this is my biggest point regarding why not to invest. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but you really have to think about. And the thing here is that you really have to rely on all these social media thing, like Elon Musk coming out every couple of days or weeks with some dog fodder tweet, or other people doing these tweets or TikTok things. And you really have to rely on that, because there's nothing behind. There's nothing. They don't have a real project. They don't have a roadmap. They don't have a big team or like a big CEO or so, like with other cryptocurrencies. I mean, I would definitely rather invest into something like Cardano or so. If you're really interested into investing into cryptocurrency. So I see two ways. I mean, Bitcoin is always or has always been the number one, and it will be the number one for sure for quite some time, just because of the institutions. When they go in, first number is this, and the second thing will be Ethereum, and then from there there's a long time nothing. Maybe they will go into big projects. I mean, here big projects, we have Cardano, we have other things. Litecoin is not a big project anymore, but here we have some big projects too, VeChain, Algorand, and many other big projects. But let's stick with Cardano. I mean, there's Charles Hoskinson, and that's the most scientific cryptocurrency project which has ever been created, and he's pushing the thing. I mean, he's a real personality. Charles Hoskinson, he's absolute personality. He has so much knowledge, and he's going everywhere, holding his speeches. Now he's trying to almost convince whole Africa to invest into cryptocurrency, and is pushing many of the projects which will run on the Cardano blockchain. And Cardano has still a huge roadmap. In the summer they will come out with the smart contracts and other stuff. I mean, that will be a big thing, and many new projects will come to Cardano. You can be sure. I memean, that's a huge thing. That's a different thing. You don't have to rely on TikTok and some Elon Musk tweets. You know, there's a roadmap. You know, there's a huge CEO with huge knowledge, and he's a scientific guy. He's not just like somebody talking something or creating contentless tweets to hype Cardano. There's really something behind. That's a total different thing. So for me, that's a huge difference. And for me, in the next couple of months or so, where we are expecting this next huge bull run, I'm pretty sure that Cardano will outperform Dogecoin by far. I mean, Cardano can go still easily 10x or so. I mean, I've heard some people are expecting up to maybe $10 this bull run, then 4 years later even higher, because this is a really long-term, very strategic project, and it won't just stop with the first projects. It will go on and on and on. And with Dogecoin, you don't know if Elon Musk finds something else. Maybe he's having some challenges with his SpaceX or other projects, and he doesn't have time anymore to tweet every couple of hours about Dogecoin, and then it will die off, and you're out of luck, and everybody's selling. And so it's a total different thing. I mean, Cardano is investing, and Dogecoin basically is gambling. That's the huge difference. I'm not saying you cannot make money with Dogecoin, but on the long term, for me, pretty sure I would make a big time bet on that Cardano is way outperforming Dogecoin on the long term, just because it's a real big good project and something behind. And yeah, but that's it for now. I'm closing for now. I still hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or other opinions, which a lot of people will have for sure, then please write everything down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.